Mine happened. My bad experience was the graduation party that I went to. So, we went to a friend's house for a graduation party, and then like I got word that a bunch of people were going to Madison Reeby's house for like the actual graduation party. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, yeah.
So I was like, Jordan, hook me up with a fifth Fireball. Let's ride. And so we went to Madison's house. I drank, or I went to Madison's house and I took a shower at Madison's house. I don't know why I did that, but I felt the need to take a shower at Madison's house. And I remember I hadn't really eaten too much, and so I knew I was setting myself up for failure a little bit. So, I drank, I drank all of the Fireball in my fifth, and then they brought out Jello shots, and I swear to God, I took like between 20 and 30 Jello shots.
Wow.
Yes, it was. I'm telling you, it was just bad. Like it was just all around big old bad. And so I remember playing BP for a little while. I remember talking to a lot of people and playing with a cat. We played with this little baby cat for a really long time, trying to act like it was Simba and shit. Like hold,
Oh my god.
yeah, just drunk as fuck. And so yeah, and then remember someone brought out a bottle of Jack, and I think Tanner Rosati and I were just taking pulls out of the bottle. And then I remember being outside for a really long time, and I was talking to people outside. I don't remember seeing anything. I just remember talking to people. And then I don't remember shit. And then it's like a big space of black, and then I remember feeling tears on my face. I remember feeling tears, and then um I remember mom kicking me. This is all I remember is mom kicking me like so I wasn't like laying on my back and gonna vomit in my own mouth.
All
And
right,
that's
let
all
me let me
that's
cut
all
it.
I remember at night.
Okay, so let me fill you in a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was at um the same night I was at a wedding and I was drunk, so I couldn't rescue Jackson, but he messaged me or you called me and said that you needed to be picked up or something. You were I could barely understand what you were saying.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, oh God, I gotta go save my brother. So I freaking I'm drunk. But I get in my car. We're the wedding that I was at was in the middle of nowhere, out in the cornfields. So I was like, okay, if I drive slowly, I could probably get there. So I get in my
Yeah.
car. I start driving down this country road, and I get to like the first stop sign, like outside of the house, and I was like, oh, this is a horrible idea. What am I doing? So I put the car in park in the middle of the road,
Yeah.
and because there's nobody out there, it's just
Yeah.
so then I call mom and I was like, okay, you need to go pick up Jackson, and I sent her the location that you sent me
Hmm.
from your phone. Thankfully, I don't know how you managed to send me your location, but you
I don't.
did. It's a mystery to this day.
Yeah.
Um, so thankfully you did, and then I forwarded that to mom, and then she went picked you up and then kicked you to make sure that you weren't laying on your back.
Well, I was puking in my sleep. And then the next day, when I recovered a little bit, I remember I remember waking up and like the first thing I really saw was just red. There was like red all around me. I was like, what the fuck? What is that? And like I was just like, oh, head hurt so bad. And like I like sat up a little bit and I was just dizzier than all shit. And like I could feel like all my hair was just like stuck to my head.
Oh,
And so like I sat up and I was like covered in puke. And like I like walked downstairs and like talked to you guys for a little bit. And it was like nobody was like really mad. I mean, I didn't like drive home or nothing, like called for a ride. But like there's mom and dad were mad at me because I lied about where I was at technically that night. But I ended up puking all over my mom's back seat and I had to clean that out. the next day. Shout out to John Nunez who kind of helped me out with that because I was still so drunk the next day. Like the best way I could describe it to people is like I woke up that morning with like a head it was like a day drinking. It was like the mid afternoon hangover,
Mm.
and then like I didn't really get like a really bad hangover until like the following morning. I was just like, holy fuck. It was just bad news bears. I had to have been pretty close to alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, probably. I think I was that night I slept on the side of the house.
Yeah. Damn.
Um,